is.
This is, okay, I'm trying to pick which color I want. Pick a color for me.
Maybe try that one there.
All right, he's gonna give me the blue. Yeah, all right. So we actually lost a color because we had mulberry and it's gone. We have ultramarine, which is a newer color. I'm gonna put it on. This is fabulous. I love the fray detail at the bottom. Okay. Ooh, she's ready.
This is this is the great little transition style, I think, for this time of year.
She is ready. Okay, this is super chic. I'm telling you. I mean, when Barry comes into town, that's it. I spend my whole paycheck on Aran Craft. This is fabulous. It's a wool shawl with that fringe trim. I am wearing the new color, which is ultramarine. We have meadow green and then parsnip, the most gorgeous neutral tone.
This is your neutral right here.
A 637498. It comes in Missy, one size, and plus one size. More just arrived, so you guys are in luck that we do still have some available for you. $129.98 is your price. You're saving $16. All right, let's talk about it.
So this is a real inspiration. This is something, a type of garment that we generally used to see both grandmothers on both sides of our family would wear this. This was something that if they were doing a little bit of hand knitting, I know my grandmother's sister, that she really loved to crochet. This is what they had over their shoulder. This is something that if they were going around and they needed to, they were just had to go down to the shop or something like that, and they wanted something that they could just throw over their shoulders literally and wrap it across like that. If they needed, there was a pocket on it that they could keep their keys in, they could keep needles, they could keep a little bit of thread, anything that they needed to be carrying with them, or if they were doing a little bit of knitting, that everything could just be kept with them. And the beautiful fringe, it's just something that even though this was a traditional type of garment, you can see it can be worn in this beautiful modern way. The way you've just thrown that across your shoulder like that, look, it looks so stylish. And now coming into the fall, there's this little bit of a nip in the air. This could be something that you can keep in the car if you just want to top it, if you're going into a football game or something like that, or even if you're just going out to walk the dog and it's a little bit more crisp than normal.
Yeah.
Throw this over your shoulders.
It's gorgeous. This is just easy fashion. And high fashion at that. You know?
It's lovely.
And I love that in the back you get some nice coverage. So, like you said, if you are wearing this to a game, you're sitting on the bleachers, it gives you nice coverage. If maybe you want to wear this with leggings, you have that modesty factor. Great giftable again, because you don't have to worry about sizing here, so that's really great. And of course, the symbolism of all the stitches.
Yeah, and I think I mentioned earlier on, this where you get this switch from a horizontal pattern down to a vertical, and vertical from horizontal, it does something in your brain that just makes you think, wow, that looks interesting. This is something that I'm going to pay a little bit of attention to. And so once it happens in a certain place, either here or right in the bottom 1/3, it just makes everything look so much better. It's just something. There's a certain ratio in design that when you do them in certain ways, it really just is very pleasing to the eye. And people don't really understand why I do it, but they know that they feel good looking at it. And I think this is it's also a great example of all of these types of stitches. We've got this wonderful trellis stitch representing the interconnected parts of your life, your family, your community, etc. You've got these wonderful fisherman's cables going up here, and of course going down here. These were the tools of the fishermen. These represent like the ropes that they would use to draw their nets in, and that they would use to raise their sails, and it's kind of like a good luck charm for prosperity. And across here we've got this wonderful honeycomb stitch as well, and of course the honeycomb is one of the most resilient structures in nature, and this represents the hard-working honeybee and the sweet reward of a job well done. And of course nowadays everyone knows how important the bees are to keeping basically all of us alive on planet Earth.
Absolutely.
Really. So it's just another little nod back to the natural world.
It's so amazing because...
And everyone loves fringe as well.
And everybody loves fringe. That's, again, a timeless element that you added. You said it in the beginning, and it's very true, as we're going into this transitional season, this is a perfect piece. Maybe you're a teacher, you work in an office, this is what you keep on the back of your chair.
Oh yeah,
you're
of course.
You're always ready.
When you've got the air conditioning.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I'm always like, I'm hot, I'm cold, I'm hot, I'm like, I never know. So it's good to have a piece like this with you at all times. It's always in fashion. It's not gonna overheat you. It's nice and soft. It's not itchy and scratchy. And I think all of the colors lend beautifully to really any color palette that you have.
Particularly denim friendly. I think everything is always denim friendly that we're trying to do.
Yeah, this is spectacular. So we lost one color, which was your mulberry. This is the ultramarine, which is one of the newer colors, of the season. which I think is so stunning.
And these are all marled yarns as well. I think we mentioned it a little bit earlier on, but what a marled yarn is, it's where you've got two complementing colours that each of them makes up one little branch of the thread that we use to knit the sweater or to knit the garment. So you can see on the ultramarine, that's a very dark navy, almost a black and then a blue. On the meadow green, you can see there's two complementing elements of green. So there's like a very dark green and then there's like a slightly lighter green. And then in the parsnip, you have white and then almost this kind of toasted biscuit colour. And what that does, it really just adds another little texture or little element of kind of the feeling of this being an organic, this being a natural fibre. And of course, today we're all trying to reduce our reliance on fast fashion. This is the opposite of fast fashion. This is this is a natural, organic fibre, something that comes from a sheep that's bred specifically for its wool. It's got these wonderful soft fibres. If you've never had merino wool, or if you only ever had these old-fashioned wool sweaters, this is something that could really change your mind about that. So I'm wearing this, just a t-shirt underneath this. It's completely next to my skin. There's no irritation. It's so soft. It'll regulate your body temperature. Transition period like fall. This is the thing to keep in your car. This is something to throw over your shoulder. And really, if you've never tried something in merino wool before, what better place to start?
Absolutely. A 637-498 started out at $146. You're saving $16. It's now $129.98. Your easy pay, $26. It's all you need today with any major credit card or debit card, and then you have 5 months to pay it off. And again, this is the ultramarine, newer color for the season. This is called your meadow green. And then that parsnip. So you have 3 gorgeous options, 800-500-7590. Timeless, ageless, for sure.
Truly is.
And you know, the holidays, they creep up on us fast. So this is a great giftable for someone that you love and you want to get them something special that's utilitarian.
Especially with someone that you don't have to worry about getting the correct size, because also even if like you can see, this is something that for the sheer amount of wool in it, it's going to drape correctly regardless if you don't worry about getting something that's maybe a little bit too oversized, because the weight of the wool, it'll cause it to drape and hit all the places, so it's going to look flattering.
Yeah, this is stunning. A 637-498 is your item number, and spot clean only, as with all of your pieces, right?
Dry clean only, and for the most part, you should really have very little to do to maintain this. Keep them out of direct sunlight when you're storing them.
You couldn't have said a better thing to me. Little to maintain it? Okay, I'm in. I'm like, I don't need anything else on my to-do list. Okay, this is new to